Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Auburn Tigers. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off and get things started. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Dell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions?
That's exactly why I put him up.
Long way.
You got to pick that off, my boy.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
What you gonna do? Well, look at the players that you really want to stay.
Give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires to the middle.
Oh.
Interception. You don't see him make
actually
that
followed
kind of
him.
mistake
Maybe it
very
was just
often.
stinging him.
Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he
Fucking
was
wild.
going for 6
Maybe
right
that's supposed to
there.
be in the flat.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Out of high school?
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
That was the motto.
The give is to Smith. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn, from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
No, the only time you can do it is
Now a
during the
lot of
conference
work to do
championship.
to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he
Might be
drops
able to
the
do it if
throw.
you switch teams.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there.
You
Physical
have to
pass
jump.
defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the ground with the back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
They'll run it from the gun.
Nigga fucking comes in but just
And
runs.
a short gain
What?
on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
Damn.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a crease. It's Cummings. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you can tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
I mean,
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th
I get
down,
what
man,
you're saying.
just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Using the quick game. Lot of room to the right. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Houston offense comes onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime.
We don't fuck around.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Hit as he throws.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Just keeps slinging it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Smith. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. Touchdown,
Nigga, they caught him. You remember that shit earlier? You
And
remember
then
that
did
shit?
the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Nigga, they caught him gambling on
I was
games.
so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Bowling Green. The MAC should never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. With the catch, it's coming. They bring him down, it'll be
Nah,
first down.
hey, we getting the spread, bro.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That nigga was on the
And that's why for the
move.
offensive
Like, bro,
coordinator,
what
he's
are
gotta
you
find as
doing?
many ways as possible to get this
And he's
guy
investigate
going.
that one
Just get him
receiver.
the
That nigga had
ball
a
close to
wide
the line
open
of scrimmage.
touchdown, and he
Doesn't
said,
need to
"Nah,
be
I'm
a
gonna go out
throw
of
deep down
bounds."
the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a
That
turnover.
nigga was
And
moving.
they'll get him
Oh,
down
nigga,
after
slide.
a
Nigga.
solid return.
Surprised, that's why surprised the teammate
You
that cut
wonder
up
if
to him
that
and tackle him.
interception's
Like,
gonna
what you
bring this
doing?
guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was
That
throwing
one
was
nigga.
right on
That
the
nigga,
money.
he
And
just won a
that might have
touchdown,
been
but
a
his
decision
team
where he got
hot.
a little bit greedy, and
What
David, the
the fuck
defense
you
made
doing?
him
Niggas like
pay.
playing
And this
like
defense has seen it
in
time
right
and time.
there.
They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed
That's
to
just
break
a new
serve.
thing.
They needed something to happen to go
Press
their
box
way
and hope
to
to
kind of
happen.
mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Rush is on him. Going for it all. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half just
Go
about ready to
Cougs.
start, and Houston will kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilcox. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
I said you called it. Fuck that. Deny.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball
Bro,
game
that
like
should
this.
not be a tackle. He's literally diving in front of him.
It's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process.
so
And now
gay.
once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Keeps looking downfield. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. And the Tigers with a long way to go after after the loss on the last play. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Cougar! They take the lead with the 6. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilcox. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Comes the Auburn offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Dances away to buy time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. It's caught. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of line. Breaks into the open.
Yeah, dive. Keep diving. Keep fucking diving.
Take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw.
Okay, what's up with
Takes
this
the
man?
grab. Great move. Now he's got room. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Wilcox. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again.
I think I saw that.
They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Wide open, he makes the catch. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here comes the two-point try.
Okay, great.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line.
Did my two-point conversion and go pick a club and all of a sudden
on the ground, it's Cummings.
And
he has had a long day in the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep it off.
There he goes. At the 30. He's at the... and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Wilcox. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.